welcome back, guys. Hey, we're going to take another fun day out in the woods, and today I'm going to be test running a new camera I got picked up over the weekend. It's the totally manual Pentax K1000. This is a really good learning camera. Everything on it is completely manual, so there's no digital or mechanical. Well, it's mostly all mechanical, so it's a really good one to learn on. And one of the reasons why I like using this one is because it's bigger than my Pentax ME, and the 400 millimeter lens right here will fit on this one because all the Pentax lenses are pretty much all interchangeable. So we're going to be test running this today. Put that right there with some black and white Ilford 400, as well as some color Kodak 800 speed. And I think where we're going to go is back there to my little spot back there, down here, down the trail here to the horse trail, and it'll take us right back there to the little back cove and pond where we have a lot of mallard, or a lot of geese, lots of vultures, and a lot of cranes, like the gray and white herons. So the real big tall birds, which I like getting pictures of. So let's get loaded up with film and head that way, and maybe I'll talk a little bit about what I look for or listen for around here. Alright, so this is back at the trail here. It leads down behind the cove. It's a little easier to sneak up on waterfowl and wildlife down here. It's a big watering hole. What I'm doing right now is kind of keeping an eye out. If you've ever been out and about and look for wildlife or try to sneak up on wildlife or do any wildlife stalking, best thing to do is just kind of keep quiet on the trail as I'm walking, trying to keep as much vocals down as much as possible. But what I'm looking for, kind of out there behind me, is movement between the trees. Sometimes it's really hard to see deer sometimes if they're not moving, and they're kind of the same color as the ground, the leaves and foliage. So it's really hard if they're not moving. You can't see them, so you just kind of look. You just kind of wait. Had something move back there, so I gotta keep it down and keep my ears out. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep walking. This is a great little spot that I have. It's right here on the horse trail, and it opens up to where a lot of waterfowl come in there and hang out. If you find a good spot, you can actually, that's what I heard, it was the buzzards. You can actually see some of the large birds that come out here, the ducks and geese come out here, and if you're sitting still in one spot, they'll just come on in. They won't notice you. You get some good shots of them, like we had last time. So we're going to continue on, and we'll get to our spot. We'll go from there. So here we are. This is my spot. Talking about wildlife. Talking about wildlife just a second ago. As I came in, I was hitting some of the leaves right over there by the road. There was a bunch of about 2-3 deer, and they just scattered and took off. So they might actually come back around. Hopefully we can get a picture of them. Also, making my shortcut in here, the ducks were here, and they just took out of here. For those of you who live in urban areas or suburban areas where you have ducks at parks, they don't just walk up to you and say, "Hi, human." Any sound, any movement that they see, they're out of here. So you gotta really pay attention and know where they are. I think I see them coming back now. They usually circle and they'll come back in. So I've got myself a nice good spot right here that will allow for some vegetation between me and them. With my long lens, we can grab some shots of them. So let's see what happens. So what I'm doing right now is kind of keeping an eye on this back pond. And I keep hearing some rustling and movement back here. That's why I have my camera pointed that way. Saw some movement a little while ago. It looked like it possibly could be a squirrel, a big one coming out from the tree. Or it could be some more deer. But for the most part, it's finding a good spot. I got a good overview of back in this deadfall area in the watering hole, and it kind of allows me to kind of view both areas. Anything comes through here to get a drink of water, I can maybe catch it. But the important thing is just to sit here in one spot, some foliage in front of you. Right here is a beaver's cut down area. He came up on shore and chomped that down, and that provides me some little bit of cover right here. Helps out with natural. It's kind of like a natural blind, but it kind of hides me back here. And this is the view I have back here. So it's kind of hard to see back there, but if you stay in one spot, just get some movement, and maybe the deer push through here, or you might catch something else, like a little small critter. Well, patience certainly pays off again. Right back in here through the deadfall, I heard some crunching around. And I just happened to be focused out that way, and I noticed a little bit of movement. And there was a small doe. It was coming this way. And I was probably silhouetted a little bit right here, but I was trying to blend in with these trees here. But she stared at me for probably like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And I was able to I was pointed that way. I was actually able to get her hiding behind this little small tree looking out at me. Got real excited about that. I tried to move the camera in for a different angle, and she weirded out and took off. So that just goes to show you. So hopefully when I get these pictures printed, we'll get some good detailed shots of that. That just goes to show you gotta sit here in one spot. This is a high traffic area, so I've seen everything from small birds to the deer. I almost want to say I heard beaver chomping on some stuff, but I've yet to see him. So we're going to stay here a little bit longer and find out what happens. You know what's funny? We had two girls come back here a minute ago. Came down the horse trail, and I was so blended in here, kind of sitting in this little pocket of foliage that they came out and were taking pictures of some of the birds out here, and they didn't even notice me until I said if I asked them if they had any good pictures. It's kind of funny. I was keeping still for so long that human beings didn't even know I was here. But I was wondering what was kicking up those vultures out of the tree. That was probably them. It was probably them coming down the pathway. So hey, hang out one spot. No one will see you.